Thinking back to 2019 when you had guys out for the Gold Cup, this year you have Lucas Darlington, an improved Jonathan Mensah. So certainly there's a core still there. How important is it going to be just to get excellent performances out of those guys this month?
Yeah, our depth's improved from 19. We have similar injuries, maybe even worse actually this year. That doesn't get talked about. I mean, I don't talk about it either because I don't care. I got to win, and it doesn't matter. No one gives you a free pass for being injured. And I think the challenge is losing so many wingers. That's one thing we have to be aware of. When we're losing three wingers, so we're losing too many guys in one position in a window, it starts to become more of a problem, especially when you're a bit thin, which we are. And then obviously the 9 position, Bradley always was going to be kind of the guy that we were going to go to in this window when Giassi was leaving, which is the main reason we signed him, but he's injured right now. So that's not worked out as planned completely.
You mentioned the importance of winning this last game here. How important is it to win the first game at this new place, but also make sure the guys don't put too much pressure on themselves that they have to win this game against a very talented team that's first in the East right now?
Yeah, I think the psychology in every game is always important, and every game's a little different, home, away, who you're playing, an opponent. One week maybe you think you're superior to, the next week maybe you think you're inferior to or even to. You're coming off different results. It's always the psychology's different. I mean, they had 5 wins in a row. They took their first loss in quite some time, so they're going to deal with a different psychology than they've dealt with in the last 6 games. I think our guys are pretty steady right now. We feel like we've been bled into the season. I've said this. First 5 games we had 5 points. Next 5 games we've had 10 points. So we've averaged 2 points per game over the last 5 games. We've taken 3 wins, a draw, and a loss, and in those 10 games, 6 of them were on the road. So we're pretty neutral. People want usually things to be black and white, good or bad. I think we're in position right now, and I think our guys are very neutral in their emotion and very businesslike. They know that we're in position, which is important in the first 10 games, especially dealing with Champions League, dealing with injuries, coming off a championship. You guys can look at all the numbers. We're in better position than most. But I would say we're not celebrating the position we're in. We know we need to improve in this next 10 games. And that's exactly where I want our mindset to be, is pretty neutral right now. There's no reason to be high or low. There's no reason to think we're good or bad. I think we're in position.
Can you talk a little bit about the importance of fans, and especially in the ways that you can see them, so like tifos, banners, even sold out crowd? What does that do for you guys?
Yeah, it's a huge lift. It was weird last year playing games with no fans. We're not used to that. In fact, we get so conditioned to deal with that, to deal with the external environment pressures, that it's weird when you don't have that. In some ways, you don't have that natural tension that you need to perform and be locked in and be hungry and switched on and be stimulated in the right way. So I think it's been way more normal just having fans. And I'll always take good players with a full packed stadium in a big game, always. And I'll take my guys in big games because we've been able to win big games, and that's a big reason last year when the pressure was high and the margin for error was slim, and when we needed more, we got more, and you'll get that with good players, quality players. So I never worry about big games against good teams in big environments. And even funny enough, when you look at that Austin game, I knew they were eventually going to put one on a team, and you saw what they did to Portland 4-1, and good thing that wasn't us, because honestly, I think they tried to put that on us, and we didn't let it happen. We buckled down and dug deep and grinded, and I think that shows just the group that we have, and I love that in our team. We're always going to be in every game with a good mindset, defending well, being organized. Those are things that, over the long haul in this league, make a big difference. And hopefully our fans make a difference at this game. And We have 13 more games in this new stadium. Maybe we make it 13-0. You know, we're going to take it one at a time. And the 4 games at historic Crew Stadium, we won 3 and drew 1. So, and last year we were, you know, the best team in the league, or one of the best at home. So we want to make sure that first game's a win. That always helps. Doesn't always happen. Took Austin 3 games. You've seen sometimes you don't get it, but you know, I believe that we're going to get it in this game.